Hey guys, welcome back to more episodes of The Americans. We're on episode 6 of season 3 and we are left with Philip at the moment having to not only deal with a hormonal 15-year-old girl, but potentially as part of his mission as a spy is the possibility of having to actually sleep with her. I mean, how does that fuck with your head when you've got a daughter the same age? This show tackles some unexpected twists and turns that I didn't see coming in this series, and subject matter that I wouldn't have expected to come up, but here we are. So we're just going to carry on, see where it goes next. This is episode 6.
9520.
What about the blue Ford on Willard Street?
Virginia plates. MNF.
It's become like a fucking
I was at a student meeting.
Terminator machine,
Anti-apartheid group
logging everything.
There was this one undergraduate, Todd. He reminded me of students I knew back in Johannesburg. I thought I caught him looking for surveillance.
You thought?
I broke off quickly in case he was, but I'm pretty sure. Maybe the CIA is running him with the South Africans. Reagan would have proved that.
I'm really proud of you, Paige.
For what?
For being who you are. Strong, because we didn't make this church thing easy for you. You should never feel pressure to do anything that you don't feel is right for you. Get straight. Did you hear what I said?
Yes, Dad, I heard what you said. I'm not gonna drink or do drugs.
No, I know that.
Going to church is being true to myself, Dad.
I know, that's not what I meant.
People think church is all about feeling sorry for yourself, but it's not. Not at my church, anyway.
Paige just got baptized.
Est is more like being a pagan
That's cool.
than it is
Listen, whatever works.
a Catholic.
I mean,
or
everybody's got their own thing.
Hey, maybe we shouldn't talk about this now.
no, maybe
But
we
what
shouldn't.
is it?
It's a group of people who get
pushing.
together and try and help each other out with their problems.
Please. Just eat something.
She's playing the
made a
hard
mistake.
game with this.
You have to stay strong. No one.
Well, actually, Stan and a
said
very
your husband?
unlikely ally
I
are
left
going
him.
out to bat for you right now.
He was begging me not to. You still believe in love? After all this? Men don't think like this. Only us. Women. I was whatever they wanted me to be. I loved them both in different ways. But at the end, they loved their countries more than they loved me.
Yeah, you might want to face that down. It's because it's in his own house,
Where's your head at? Are you with me in there?
not where yours is.
I don't think you are. And if we're gonna do this, then I need you to be here.
I don't know what you want.
I just want you to be honest.
She's on top
Are
of
you
you with the
thinking
top
about your
off. What do you
ex-wife?
think she wants?
She's still my wife. 20 years is a long time to be with someone. This is our house.
It ain't just her though, is it?
I've never been with anyone but Sandra in this house.
But it's also really good
Which is also why she sensed you're not here right now.
to feel it.
You had no problem when it was Nina.
What is this?
Pink Floyd.
Floyd.
Just lay back, close
The
your
right
eyes.
stuff to listen to if you
Take it
begged.
in.
With Fleetwood Mac.
I have a better idea.
Oh,
Why don't we take a bath together?
Come on.
No.
no. You
I'll wait.
can't keep ducking out of it. She may only be a teenage girl, but she's going to sense at some point that you keep pulling away from that. And at the age that you're at, it's not because she might think you're a virgin, right? So, I mean, how do you deal with it when you're a spy and your target's a 15-year-old girl? That's one of the main reasons why I wanted to take a bath on her own. Not just that. Although, we've already had plenty of these, haven't we? So, you know what they're doing.
Mom? Paige, I'm...
Having a fag.
You know what? This is ridiculous. Look, sometimes I smoke.
We're not clueless, Mom.
Yeah, you can smell
And
it.
I'm not gonna nag you about it because I know
when
you
you're not a
already know
smoker.
it's really bad for you, but I will say that I wish you didn't, and I hope you quit.
I'm just impressed with you.
It's been really
For
nice
what?
hanging out.
It's not like you're up to no good.
It's been so nice for me, too.
I know that church stuff isn't always easy for you, so thanks for supporting me. What do you really think about church, Mom?
Well, there
Oh,
were
that's a lot.
probably one too many potlucks. It's just not really my thing, Paige.
No, she's from a
How do you
harsh
know?
world that you've
I mean,
no understanding
Have you
of.
ever tried it?
What?
Praying.
Me either.
It's scary at first.
Spy devices in the 80s were starting to get more sophisticated and smaller. It's all done with
Hi.
computers and technology.
Where were you?
I was just going to my car because I have a surprise for you. How much longer?
5 minutes.
Fuck.
Now.
Gotta improvise here.
But my parents won't be home for hours. I swear.
It's not your parents.
What are you talking
It's
about?
time to...
I want to, but
Why? You don't want me?
things have been hard lately. I've had a lot of problems at work and some other stuff, but I have been going. And it is starting to make sense to me.
Wait, you're breaking up with me?
Kinda.
No, I don't want to.
No,
I
he's
hope you don't want to.
making you pull away.
I just need to take things slowly, that's all.
We both made the same mistake. Trusting the man we love.
He would never do that. He loves me. He never lied to me. You do things for love.
Hey.
Everything okay here?
What about you?
The center wants us to follow that 19-year-old super spy provocateur Hans is worried about.
Paige. She thinks I should start praying.
Yeah, how about that?
I would like to see that.
Yeah.
I don't know, because Jesus really came through for me tonight.
For you. Yeah, he did.
I told Kimberly the reason I couldn't sleep with her was
Because God would want me to.
because I had to serve Jesus instead.
Correct. So it got him out of the shit. She fell for it.
Notice anything new?
There's no classified files.
And they're not coming back. Made a couple of calls.
Really?
I was just talking to my buddy Dan Thompson, the Cincinnati field office.
We were at Quantico together.
Oh, yeah, he said. So I got some bad news. We lost 4 guys in a small plane crash in Ohio.
Dave, we worked out of the Midwest bank robbery squad together.
It hasn't been announced yet. I just thought you'd like to know. Sorry, if I can do anything, then...
Hi, this is Arthur. If you have a message for me, Sandra, or Matthew, please leave your name, number, and time of your call after the beep. Thank you. Let me know.
That would taste so good after being in there, wouldn't it?
How's Kimberly?
Disappointed.
She's nervous about a math test she has coming up.
The Mujahideen can barely function without American assistance.
Weekly? conditions in the field won't support that.
Has it gotten intimate yet?
No. It's going to be a long play. Against the recordings every week.
About a month ago, we captured Irina in Brazil. She has a son. He's in the 345th Independent Paratroop Regiment in Fyzabad. She says he's yours.
Yeah, she does.
Only you know if it's true, Philip.
So
But
she
I've been
ran
checking on
the
him,
car.
and he's a good soldier. I didn't want to have to tell you this way.
Have you told Elizabeth?
Of course not.
Hans's teenage spy likes redheads and is failing biology. What's wrong?
Nothing. Nothing. I had a hard meeting with Gabriel.
After the
I have to
baptism?
switch the tapes at Kimberly's weekly, not monthly.
Yeah. Which means staying in.
It's going to be Memorial in a couple weeks. Will you come?
I don't know.
He was your friend.
It's in Chicago, isn't it?
Don't use that as an excuse.
I'll think about it.
Yeah.
That student you followed met with Eugene Venter from South African Intelligence.
Any idea what he's doing here?
The center has had intercepts about the NIS planning violent attacks in the U.S. to discredit the anti-apartheid movement.
What's he doing meeting with an undergraduate?
A lot of the anti-apartheid movement is centered on college campuses. The whole world watches while he cozies up to the most racist government on the planet.
True. In the 80s.
We are going to break him with it.
I wasn't party to a lot of what Reagan's policies and who he got in bed with a lot
Philip
in
is
the
losing
80s because I
faith
was
in
still a kid myself.
I never want you to deceive him. But if he's holding you back on this...
He knows I'm going ahead without him.
No, he doesn't.
But you're not going ahead.
Were you supposed to pick me up today?
A client rescheduled a ticket pickup. You want a ride?
Sure.
I can't sleep.
Just lay down, close your eyes.
This girl's going to pick up on this if you act differently now. And for now,
I'm looking at you now.
still got to share this cell with her.
Everything's okay, yes? Nina?
Not so much for you.
Nina. No. What did you do? Nina, no!
Gained your confidence.
No!
Got you to confess. Damn.
I'm only in town for today.
I have like a bunch of stuff I have to do, and
I can't stop thinking about you.
You've got to turn this round now.
my parents won't be home until tonight. You want to
Easily
come over?
manipulated.
Yeah.
I want to show you something.
Here we go.
Here? It'll be okay.
I didn't tell you the whole story before about why I went back to church. When I was 17, I got a girl pregnant. Grown now, and I want to see him, but I can't. Because what could I say? What could I do? I failed him. I never took any responsibility because I want to be a better man. The man that I couldn't be for my son. I want you more than you know. I want you, Kimmy, but I am really messed up right now.
That was a good story,
This is
except
gonna
it's
sound
not a story.
Crazy.
What?
Would you pray with me right now?
If she thinks she's yours, even with this, and that you're letting her in on your life.
Thank you for bringing.
She knows it will come, so.
She is such a blessing.
And please, please, God, please watch over James' son wherever he is. That was amazing.
It was.
I had a good friend who lived near here.
Who?
Forgot
His name was Gregory.
Gregory, that's it.
Did Dad know
We
him?
didn't like Gregory.
Yeah.
He was very important to me. He helped me understand things I had only read about in books.
We didn't just sing songs and march, you know. We fought in other ways.
What other ways?
It wasn't always legal, but it was right. It was right for the greater good.
When did you do this?
When we were first married. Your father and I, we care about a lot of things. It's not just about the travel agency for us. I love all the good you're doing with the church. But sometimes doing good is harder than going to rallies and signing petitions. I think there's something special about you. And I just think you could accomplish anything you wanted to. No, I brought you here because I wanted you to know that I'm more like you.
That was a very soft approach in, but she started the path. Interesting. This show is very good at providing the small details and having both Elizabeth and Philip be able to do their job so well and successfully by pulling real life situations in to their mark, to their story, to whatever it is they're trying to accomplish, to be able to come across completely genuine and appear sincere. The way that she's just started to explain to Paige there is a soft approach, and Philip with Kimmy doing the same thing, pulling away and drawing off a life experience with what's going on with his own daughter to, as he said when they were smoking that joint out the window, actually God saved my ass tonight. But then after speaking to every time I learn his name I forget it, the old guy, that it's going to have to be a weekly thing to be able to change out the recordings and everything, that he's had to regroup and step back in. And she was cold. She was, you could, well, I'm busy, I've got stuff to do. It's because you disappointed her. So drawing in again on what's going on in his real life and what he's just been informed about with his son, he pulled that in. And it's these little details that, you know when you know someone is not telling the truth, or they're lying, or they're exaggerating something to an extent where it appears false, that you can see through it. This is what negates that way of thinking, because you can always poke holes into when something just doesn't seem right or doesn't seem to add up. I know she's only a teenager, but she's not stupid. And then because you drew on the church to try and distance himself from basically having to do what she wanted to do there, and then pulling that back in as to a reason, but giving her the, you are involved with this, I want you in my life, I can't stop thinking about you, blah blah blah. But it's given her fresh eyes on him being more of a complex character, but that he wants her around and he does want her. So it stops the hormonal side of her brain just going, right then, let's fuck. It's because she's 15. And like you said, if this becomes a long, drawn-out process, maybe when she's older, when she's 17 or 18 or 19, if we're still going away at this, maybe then. But right now, she's virtually Paige, age-wise. Not a vast amount happened, again, in that episode, but it's moving because it's a slow spy thriller, it's moving the story whilst drawing on human interaction and drawing on how you get somebody to do something that they think is their idea when it's really yours. For example, she didn't push too hard, Nina, with this girl in the prison, and she eventually just opened up like a flower and she drew on her real life experiences between, as she said, I had two lovers. One was a communist, one was a capitalist, and I loved them both, drawing on real life experience to get this girl to open up about hers, that it was all her doing. And then having to turn away when they knew that she knew that door was going to go and the guards were going to come in and take her away. That was just gut-wrenching. I can understand why a lot of people, in particular on YouTube reactors, don't tackle this sort of stuff, and why this series isn't that popular, because it's not all action and it's not all life and death or every minute, and it's not things blowing up, or it's not something funny, or it's hard to for want of a better word, it's hard for a lot of people to react to and give their 2 cents worth on it. So unfortunately, it kind of gets bypassed a lot, in particular. But I'm continuing on with it because I'm enjoying the series, and I hope you guys are too, those of you that are here that are watching it with me. I know a couple of other people have done it, but there's not many. Everyone concentrates on the big blockbusters and what's viral and what's going to get them the views and everything. But I like to have something that's intellectual, that, you know, I like the big series and the shock and awe moments of some of the stuff where you just can't believe what's happening, because it's designed to pull the viewer in that way. But series like this, Homeland was another one, but for me that ended up as an exclusive on Patreon. So if you haven't watched that, go watch it, because there's 9 seasons of it and it's a fabulous show. But this one's even more of a slow burn than that, and it's been done very well, and it tackles a lot of subjects that don't get discussed a lot, especially with it being set when it's set. And there's a few things I'm not totally up on, you know, like the policies of Ronald Reagan and everything. You know, there's little bits of key information that's seeping through here with the apartheid and the movement and everything, that obviously I know about, heard about, but I don't know specifics about it. So it's not that easy a show to react to, but I hope you're enjoying it. And I will be back with another episode, and we will see how this progresses. We've got three or four things going on at the moment. We've got Stan dealing with the fallout of everything. We've got, especially there's just news about his friend just dying as well. We've got Nina's fallout happening all at once. Then we've got Elizabeth trying to deal with what the hell and how she's going to tackle things with Paige. And we've got Philip having to deal with both Paige and Elizabeth, knowing that she's going to continue to push on because she's going to do it regardless, and having to deal with the fact that he's having to do what he's doing with a 15-year-old girl. Right, you ready for more? I will see you in a week's time for episode 7. Until then, thank you very much for watching. I would appreciate a sub to the channel if you haven't already, and as I said, if you do want to watch any of these in full length, there's a full Patreon archive library for you. Check the link in the description and that will take you over there. Right then, see you for episode 7 in a week. Take care.